Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your forecast Cancers for June. And I always want to break for Cancers because, okay, first of all, I don't really like the 12th house. I have Saturn in my 12th house. I've talked to you guys about this before. And so I just really I don't like spending a lot of time in my 12th house. For me, that just means that I have to revisit karmic issues. But the energy all this month is going to be in the 12th house for you. Now, the 12th house is what goes on behind the scene. It's your unconscious awareness. It puts you in touch with your spiritual side. It just allows you. It's kind of like the place where you put everything, where you don't totally want to acknowledge it. A lot of time when you have this 12th house work, you get a lot of dreams, especially if you have Cancer energy in you. You especially have a lot of dreams about your life, how it's supposed to go. I think that it makes you incredibly almost psychic in this energy because you have this connection to the 12th house and you already have. Usually Cancers have a very, very spiritual awareness to them. And so this is just going to make you very deep this month. It's going to make you want to crawl into your shell. I don't think this is going to make you want to go out there and just have this rip-roaring month that I think a lot of these other signs are going to have, because for you, this is time to just reevaluate things. You're going to be doing a lot of work behind the scenes this month. So let's start out by talking about the full moon that is going to be on June 2nd, and that is going to be in Sagittarius in your 6th house. So this is, when you're sitting in your 12th house and you're doing a lot of 12th house work, you're looking at your routines. You're looking at how to get your life going in a different direction. You're evaluating everything, what got you here, what you can do to optimize your situation in the future. So for you, I think that this is it's really, really, really important that you spend some time evaluating routines, your work routines. I mean, are you giving more to your work environments than you are to yourself? I mean, these are very important things because, a lot of the Cancers I know are workaholics. They're the nurturers. They can be, a lot of times, they're the breadwinners. They're taking care of so many people. And so it just makes you have to look at how much are you giving others and not giving yourself. So you got some 12th house work to do. This full moon is going to have Neptune in Pisces. So this is fellow water energy. It's going to be squaring the Sun in Gemini. It's going to be squaring Mars in Gemini. And it's going to be squaring Mercury in Gemini. So there is a lot of energy that, you can't get caught up in wanting things to be a certain way. There's a lot of reality in this day. Cancers are very good at taking things at face value. Will this make you want to go out there and just conquer the world? No, this day is going to make you want to retreat, really think about other people, think about your the way that you communicate with others, the way that, who's all in your life. You're just going to have this, you're going to think about your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. You're going to make plans. It's actually a pretty good vision board energy just because, you're not going to want something that you can't possibly attain with Neptune and Pisces squaring off everything. And you have the Sagittarius full moon. So I say, look at your life realistically. Is there something that you need to take care of? I mean, is this hope, this dream, can it really generate something for your life and something for your future? Then on the 5th, we have in your 12th house, we have Mars in Gemini is going to be sextiling Jupiter in Leo, and Mercury in Gemini is going to be sextiling Jupiter in Leo. I like this energy. It makes you aggressive. It makes you want to go out there. It makes you want to have conversations. It makes you want, if you were just thinking about your hopes, your dreams, and your wishes, it's gonna make you want to express what you're thinking about. You're gonna, if somebody approaches you with a conversation and it's something to do that's very serious, I think you're gonna be highly intelligent with it. You're gonna use your higher mind in all of this, and you're gonna evaluate it, and you're gonna look at your life, and you're gonna see if it's gonna put you, if that person or that conversation or that action, something that you're passionate about, is it going to get you to that next level in your life? On the 8th, in your 12th house, you're going to have the Sun in Gemini and Mars in Gemini, both sextiling Jupiter and Leo. Again, feel good day, great day. I think this isn't going to be like 12th house work like we've had in the past, where when we got sucked into 12th house, it pulled us back and it made us sad in it. And, we had all this opposition with Saturn and Sagittarius making us pull back to our past. We've worked through some of that past stuff, you guys, in May. It's about making Saturn benefic instead of that pull back to your past of like past pain and past failure and past, terrible, terrible feelings. You're doing 12th house work that's actually going to progress your life. It's actually going to move you to the next level. This isn't going to be a painful 12th house episode like we've had, the last few years. So you're going to feel good. You're going to have great conversations with somebody. You're going to be passionate about things. If you get something that you think about, Jupiter could go in there and expand that and make you have a creative thought process that really, really takes care of this issue that you're thinking about. Then on the 10th, again, this is going to be in your 12th house. The Sun in Gemini, Mars and Gemini are both going to still be sextiling that beautiful Jupiter and Leo energy. This is fabulous energy. You're going to feel good. Your sun is just going to illuminate. Just because you're working behind the scenes doesn't mean that you're not going to want to get out there and smile and be shiny. It just means that you probably won't reveal the depth of what you're going through, and that's okay. You don't have to. You can be very superficial about, going out there and taking on the day and enjoying it, and then at night going back in and having your 12th house work. You may have a lot of 12th house work happen to you in your dreams. It could be something that you don't necessarily have to think a whole lot about, because a lot of answers come to you in your dreams. And if these innovative ideas come to you in your dreams, and the reason I say this is because Uranus and Aries is going to be sextiling the Sun in Gemini. And so to me, and that just suggests that there could be just something new that comes out of the blue that just, holy cow, changes your entire life. If you do something where you have been working behind the scenes and you've been doing it a really long time, this is when you could reap serious reward for your life, for your purpose, for your hopes, your dreams, and your wishes. Now, on the 11th, we have Mercury that goes direct, and for you, this goes direct in your 12th house. Now, this just feels good, guys. You're finally out of a Mercury in retrograde. Now, I like to tell everybody to wait until after about the 13th before you really, really start to have discussions and buy expensive items with moving parts and take long trips in maybe an old car, because, you want that planet to get full speed ahead. At this very same day, we have Neptune go into retrograde. Now, it's not a personal planet, but Neptune in the 12th house for you this is going to be significant for you. I think you're going to get a lot of revelations in your dreams when you're not when you're not trying to consciously control your thoughts. I think that's when you'll get things. Meditation is a great thing to do this month. So many beneficial things could come to you. It's a great time to set up that routine of getting into a normal meditation habit for you. And the reason I say this is because when your mind is clear, energy can go into you, and you can receive the messages that are going to put you ahead this month. Because remember, Jupiter in Leo energy is a benefic energy. It's like your own fairy godfather or fairy godmother riding around right next to you always. It's like you let the genie out of the bottle. And so, you really want to get the most out of this month. And I think really working in that unconscious mind of where your limitations are, where you hold yourself back, where you stand in your own way. I think if you start clearing all that, we can get on with all this beautiful Jupiter energy. And then on the 14th, we have yours. See, for you, it is going to be still in your 12th house, but the Sun in Gemini and Mars in Gemini are both going to be sextiling Uranus in Aries, and then Venus in Leo is going to be sextiling Mercury in Gemini. This could mean love. A new romantic person comes into your life, sweeps you off your feet. It's very unexpected. It's something that speaks to you. They're very confident. They're very assured. You're doing all this 12th house work. You see them as somebody strong, standby. This isn't somebody that you're going to have to prop up. This could be somebody that comes into your life that actually, is strong enough for you to not have to support them and not have this codependent relationship on. It can make this person could come into your life and make just a sunshiny day. I mean, it's just all in all a really, really good energy. On this very same day, Saturn goes into retrograde in Scorpio. So it goes from Sagittarius into Scorpio. In October of 2012, you're doing all this 12th house work. What happened to you in October of 2012? In that time frame and after that, when Scorpio was last in this particular spot, you are going to be revisiting that. Did you learn this is about karma coming back in and saying, did you learn your lesson? Were you with somebody you shouldn't have been? Were you in codependent relationships? Were you in a spot where you were giving more to others and not, taking care of yourself? I mean, that's what the kind of energy is. So you're going to revisit that, and that's going to be until October. So this is energy that needs to be worked through. And for you, it's a great time for you to just really think about that time, meditate what happened to you, ask for messages for that. You don't want to be side. If you've worked through all that stuff that happened to you in 2012, you've made progress, this is when Saturn starts to become benefic. It's not malefic. It's not in there trying to make you pay for karmic debts anymore, because man, oh man, after we had May, it's in there to make you, to give you gifts for doing all of that hard work and suffering through its lessons and sitting in its classroom for as long as you did. I mean, that is what this is all about. Then on the 16th, we're going to have a new moon in Gemini, and this is going to be in your 12th house. This sets up your next 4 weeks. Okay, guys? So for you, this is going to be in your 12th house. I think that this is just a really good time. Like I said, start setting up routines that get you on track with meditation, with refining your energy, with taking care of yourself, with looking about how you effectively take care of others. And do you get enough back? I think that's probably the biggest problem that cancers do is they they don't really think about what their purpose is and how happy they are in this world and what do they want, and I think this is a great month for you to say, what do I want? Where are my hopes, my dreams, my wishes? And then on the 21st, happy Father's Day to all of you fathers out there. It is going to be the summer solstice as well as your winter solstice, if that's if you're living in the southern hemisphere. And this is a great day. This has got powerful, powerful energy. In fact, this whole month is just a beautiful month. It is a blessed month. It is just not a month full of a lot of energy. There's not a lot I gotta say except for that I'm gonna love to deliver the dailies because it's just, I get to be the rah-rah cheerleader that I so love to be. I do want to say that on this new moon, there is the potential to have a quincunx Saturn in Scorpio. So again, if you did not work through the issue that you had in October of 2012, and when Saturn was in the same spot, you could revisit that. It could feel unpleasant. It could be a flat opposition. It could just be something that just is a hot mess. So I would say just try to avoid that day if you can. Anything that pulls you back into the past. We need to revisit it, but we spent a lot of time in our past, and we're going to do a lot of 12th house work, really working through those things mentally. Then on the 22nd, we have Jupiter in Leo, and this is going to be in your second house. Now, your second house is in the house of is in possessions. It's how you value things, tangible and non-tangible things. It's how you, your morals, your ethics. I mean, how you pursue things. And so, Jupiter in Leo and Venus in Leo are both going to be training Uranus in Aries. So this is going to be a fabulous, fabulous forward movement day. If something pulls you back into your past, like something to do with love, something that took away your power, you could fall back and have a quincunx day where it's just full of nothing but quincunxes. And that is because Saturn in Scorpio is going to be quincunxing the sun in Cancer. And so all this watery energy could have you go back into your past, and something could come back from your past, and it could make you extremely, extremely unhappy. It could bring back old wounds. It could bring back something that had to do with what happened in last October. And, it kind of just takes away that personal power. Don't let it get to you, because there's enough Jupiter in here in Leo can give you an unexpected resolution, a creative thought process that comes up to and makes you work through that. It could make you confident again, even, and to pursue this. Understand that energy is all how you manifest it. It's all what you concentrate on. And for you, if you get sucked back into this Scorpio October area of 2012, then yeah, it has the potential to be a really rough day. Okay, and then on the 23rd, we have Mercury in Gemini is going to be squaring off with Neptune in Pisces, and for this day is kind of a hot mess day. There's really not a lot of good energy to talk about in this day. You're going to have Mercury in Gemini is going to be squaring off with Neptune in Pisces. You've got the moon in Scorpio. It's squaring the sun in Cancer. And then you've got Saturn in Scorpio is going to be squaring, it's going to be quincunxing the sun in Cancer. So there is something that's going to pull you back. I think you start probably feeling that on the 22nd. And then when you hit this 23rd, it just really, really hits home, makes you sensitive, makes you want to pull yourself in. You've been doing a lot of 12th house work. You're starting to feel a little picked on. It's a pretty rough day. And I'll go more into it in the dailies. And then on the 28th, we're going to have Venus in Leo, which is in your second house. This is going to be something that comes up in the money belt, something that could just be an aha moment. It could be an opportunity. It could mean that the stuff that you've been working toward, it just all of a sudden just it takes off and has this amazing, you have this amazing confidence to take it to the next level, to push it forward. It could mean that people are just all of a sudden on Team Cancer, and they're all, about what you're doing and supporting it and just pushing you forward. This is a wonderful, wonderful month. I know it's in your 12th house, and I know there's some Saturn in Scorpio energy that's going to pull you back a little bit further than you want to go. Definitely revisiting October of 2012 in that area. It's just, for me, that was a very, very painful part of my past. And I don't care to see that sitting in here. I don't ever want to revisit it. I know I learned from it, so I know that Saturn's going to come in and be benefic, and so I'm not too worried about how it's going to affect me. I just hope that all of you guys are going to be okay, and I just want to thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I'll see you guys again either in the dailies or next month.